stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Carolina Panthers. Gano out to kick this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
This is McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Cam's going to run the option run, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 20.
On speed we're working with. I didn't even look at the depth chart. At least look at the depth chart. Alright, Ingram. I don't know how come the fastest niggas had the lowest overall. Oh, we got Brown in the speed. Marquise Brown, that nigga 97.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? When they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. From the gun, Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Again, Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
59, Mike, 59, Mike, check, 59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To throw again on second down. Jackson caught right side at Snead. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's get it.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. It's a big play there for Baltimore. And even 40 yards.
Check.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They toss to Ingram. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Ingram. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
59, Mike, check, 59. You got nothing.
Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely. All
right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a kick.
He's got a man complete. The 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 78 yards, and the Panthers have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
All right, y'all. Oh, no. Oh,
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option. Taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, as rookies? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jackson now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. There goes Mark Ingram. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking in the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Ingram churning. He lost the football, but it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Oh.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and 1, Newton escaping the pressure right. Quick slant caught by Moore. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. He was trying to go back to Moore there. And it's second down.
Check, 48's the mic. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none.
Running with a fullback, Alex Arma. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Another try after the first down sack. Newton, and he's going to go down again. Matt Judon picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And now look at this. Big game, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster, and we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
When you're down near the goal line like that on a big play, do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead, away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard that the ball will come out of your hands. In any event, that's a big opportunity lost.
That one 28 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Double dog, that's the way. Mike, check, 59. Too little,
Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. 23 yards, the final tally. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Throwing again on second down. Jackson steps away to his left. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Forced out to his left. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. Fourth down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Here we go.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go-to. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Great. Look at it. Great. Look at it.
Here's Newton. Pressure gets to him again. Pernell McPhee in there to drop him at sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Express. 48. Great. Let's get off the field.
3rd and long. It's Newton. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. McCaffrey with a first down and more. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. Newton's going to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for some.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Check, 59. Let's go, D. Let's go.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. This quarterback now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, You're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
Oh.